Hi folks, we have in front of me here the new Saorview approved box from Triax. It's called the TR112, and this is a fabulous box. It's been developed specifically for the new Saorview service here in the Republic of Ireland, and it has all the key features. It's high definition, it's MPEG-4, it is MPEG-5 software, which means you can handle the new Airtel digital teletext and forthcoming interactive features, okay? It's also PVR ready, which means you can add on something like the external hard drive or a USB key and it'll allow you to record. It's got 7-day EPG, it has both SCART and HDMI output on it, okay? So it's a great little box. They're certainly going to sell extremely well in the Irish market. So just what comes inside the box, I'll just give a quick overview of that. We have a user's manual, we have a remote control with a set of AA or AAA batteries, we have a power unit, a HDMI lead, and the receiver itself here, which I'm just going to unveil here. Okay, on the front of the box we basically have a power on-off button here, and we have a channel up and down button here. And if I just rotate the box around, you can see the box is quite small and compact, okay? On the back of the box, we have, we'll say, there's the aerial input, RF in here, and unlike almost any other box in the market, it has an RF output, which means you can actually run the output from this box to a second room. We have an optical output here, we have a HDMI output here for high definition transmissions, we have a USB here for adding on an external hard drive, or you could of course use it for software updates and things like that as well, and also we have a SCART output here, so you can SCART it to an older television, and this box can downscale, so you can actually look at high definition broadcasts on a standard definition television using the SCART output, okay? And then finally here we have the power unit itself, okay? Now I'm just going to quickly make reference here to some external pieces of equipment we could use with this, okay? So what else along with this receiver? Well, most people who have a UHF aerial won't need to reinvest in a new TV aerial because their existing aerial will do. Now it is possible to buy this as a kit, and if you wanted to get the other parts of the, that would go with it, I'll just quickly show you. Behind me here I have a black tipped wideband UHF aerial, okay? So you can just see it there, and this is available on the website. But basically anyway, it's exactly the same aerial that we would have traditionally used for analog broadcasts, and it's CAI approved, okay? And finally then, anyway, we'll have an installation kit here, which would simply be 20 meters of satellite cable, and you'll have a tie wraps here, plugs and bolts, and then would also normally have a bracket as well, something similar to a small bracket that allowed to be bolted onto a chimney, or alternatively you can actually get it with a pole and bracket and mount it on a chimney direct, okay? So so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly demonstrate actually installing this, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the power unit in here. It's a 3-pin plug in it. So we come along here, and on the back of the box here I'm simply going to push the power unit in. And now I'm going to lean down here and I'm going to get an aerial input that we have here. And this is coming from an aerial identical to the UHF aerial I showed you earlier in the day. So we feed this into the RF in. And I have a HDMI lead here, hopefully I'll be able to find it, which we're going to use just to connect it up to the television here, okay? So I'm just going to pick up the television remote here. I'm just going to choose the source, which will be HDMI. And we can see here, it's just automatically brought up the installation menu. So we can see, I'll have further videos in the series here that will cover this whole topic. But basically anyway, all the default settings here are acceptable. We'll just come down and kick off the search and it'll automatically tune in whatever channels are available on it. So that's an overview of the new TR112 Saorview approved box from Triax.